A day later, on December the 20th, La Nación, a national newspaper of Costa Rica, published an article stating that Cascante had left to join the Portland Timbers in the USA. Although no contract had been officially signed, there had been a word agreement between the player and the club. La Nación also reported in the same article that Julio and another player leaving Saprissa at the same time did not have a good 2017, stating that the defender made a lot of individual errors in defence. What's also interesting is that Julio is represented by former MLS player turned agent Kurt Morsing, the same agent that led Guzman and Miller to the Timbers, so the Timbers deal was bound to happen. Then just a few weeks later, on January the 2nd, it was announced by the Timbers that they had signed the Costa Rican. General manager of the Portland Timbers, Gavin Wilkinson, had his say on the subject. I'll read it off my monitor here. Julio is a young but experienced central defender, having already played in over 100 professional matches. We've monitored his progress for over a year and have targeted him to help strengthen our back line. Julio brings an intense focus and awareness to the game and possesses a number of characteristics we believe will help propel him to the next level in his career. So why the Timbers? Well, when you think about it, if Cascante wanted to leave Saprissa and he turned to his agent and his agent said, well, I've helped two former teammates of yours, Guzman and Miller, over to the Portland Timbers and they're giving me great feedback from there, adding the fact that we've got new head coach Gio who can speak fluent Spanish, as a progressing player that he is, it looks like a pretty tempting offer. However, this isn't going to be easy for him transitioning into Portland, and it's going to be very difficult playing in the competitive league of the MLS in front of bigger crowds. For example, in the last few seasons, Saprissa's average attendance has been 9,000, whereas the Timbers has been 21,000 and will continue to rise with the new stadium expansion. Having said all this, where do I see Cascante fitting in? Well, he's young, he should be fitter, faster and fresher than all of our other centre backs. Taking a look on transfer markets here, you've got Mabiala who's 30, and then Ridgewell, Miller and Olam who are all 33 years old. Coming towards the end of their career, they're not going to be as fresh if we're playing, games. We've got a game on a Saturday, Sunday, and then a game midweek. It's going to be difficult for them to, constantly bounce back. And, another question is, can he break through into that centre-back partnership role, which I presume will be dominated by a Mabiala and Ridgewell, partnership? That's a different question, but I'm just hoping that we give him a lot of time and consistent appearances. Maybe if they're coming off the bench or if he's in the odd game where centre-back is not feeling so fresh, or if they're just playing poorly, I hope we give him the time to progress as a player, because I feel like, I've not seen a lot, obviously I've not seen a lot of him play, I've only seen some clips of him, but he seems like a player that has a lot of promise. We've brought in players from Saprissa before, Guzman and Roy Miller, who, let's be fair, have been pretty good buys. Guzman was a quality centre defensive midfielder last season, played fantastic. Miller, although he played in the left back role sometimes, it was pretty awful and isolated him. In the centre back role, he played pretty well. Other than that, I just feel like we need to start blooding some young centre backs. The only one we've got is Reniko Clark, and we've seen nothing of him. So, it's time to blood some new players into the Timbers team. And a lot of people have been saying, what about the academy? What about the youth team? I agree, what about them? I don't really know a lot about them. We've only got Reniko Clark possibly making a break into the Timbers team this year, but who knows what will go on. Lastly, I'm going to read something off my notepad. Whether you agree or disagree with what I'm about to say, I'd love to hear your opinions in the comments below, so let me know. But I'm just going to say it, in my honest opinion, although I don't think it will happen, I wouldn't mind seeing Ridgewell go. Now, some of you may be saying you're crazy, he's our captain, but think of it like this. He's 33, an aging defender, near probably retirement. He's fairly injury prone, and in my opinion, makes too many mistakes for the price he comes at. Losing him would free up a lot of wage money, with the rules and regulations. I think he's got a contract of well near $1 million, and it will free up an international spot. Not sure on the replacement, but I'd like to see a mid-20s centre-back with MLS experience utilising Nagbe's transfer money, or possible transfer money that we can get for Ridgewell. I don't know, it's just a thought, guys. I'd like to know your opinion, so let me know in the comments below. Oh my goodness, that is going to bring today's video to an end. It has taken an absolute age for me to research all the stuff that I've got down and actually get it all out to you. I believe it or not, I sat down at 2 PM today to film this video. It's now 12 PM, it's gone midnight. What? How does that even happen? I don't even know, but I put a lot of hard work into this one, guys, filming it, finding the research, probably editing. I'll be up all night as well, so any support like you have been giving me is so much appreciated, so thank you all for the continued support. I really, really, really do appreciate it. But nonetheless, guys, this has been another video. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.